First look at MIUI 12 HN-ROM version 12.0.1.0 stable running on the Xiaomi POCO F1. What's up peeps, Munchie here, back with another video, and in this video we're going to have our first look at MIUI 12 HN-ROM, which is based on Xiaomi Mi 8 port, and the version which you're going to use in this video is 12.0.1.0 stable. So for starters, we can go into all the specs, and as you can see, this is the HN-ROM running on my POCO F1. The security patch is from July 2020. Have a look at those animations. They are pretty smooth. There is no lag, no jitters, nothing like that. The gestures work absolutely fine. Here are the animations for your recents, working like a boss with no issues to report. And why is that? Well, my dear friends, that is because this ROM is running MIUI 12 launcher. It is not running the launcher with the broken animations, which is your poop launcher. This is running system launcher, which is why the animations are super slick and super smooth. In addition to that, you also get the new application vault. So if you go into settings, go back into settings one more time, you can choose a custom cover image as well, which does look pretty dope. Another advantage of having system launcher, you can access your floating windows from your recents. Bam, here it is. Tap on any application, it is now open in a floating window. Works absolutely fine. Next up, we can go into settings, and if you go into my device one more time, tap on storage. Here is the super cool, super smooth new animation from MIUI 12, working like a boss. Looks absolutely great. We can now go into connection and sharing. If you go into cast, you do have the option of universal cast, which is more bent towards privacy because it does let you hide your private items when you are casting your device's screen on some other device. Next up, we have lock screen. So in lock screen, you do have raise to wake, double tap to wake, tap the fingerprint sensor to wake. All these options are working absolutely fine. There it is, double tap to wake, working like a boss. Let me try to unlock it with my face. Bam, there it is. Face unlock also works absolutely fine now. The only issue I have with face unlock is that when I set up face unlock, it was using the normal camera on the front. So I'm not sure whether this face unlock has been using the IR camera or the normal camera, but from my experience, if it is using the normal camera during setup, it means that it is using the normal camera throughout. However, I might be wrong. Then you also have tap the fingerprint sensor to wake the device, and here it is. Let me tap on the fingerprint sensor. Bam, there it is. Device was woken up successfully and face unlock also worked. I can now swipe to unlock. Now this option of tap fingerprint sensor to wake is only going to work if you do not have a fingerprint setup. Then you can scroll down, and you also have a new lock screen clock format, which is this guy over here, and that is how it looks like. Other than that, if we go back into lock screen, you can also customize your charging animations. So you can choose between three different options. You have flow, glow, and wave, and all of them do look pretty nice. Next up, we can go back into settings and we'll go into display, go into brightness level. Auto brightness does work absolutely fine. So here it is. Let me increase the brightness level, enable automatic brightness. Bam, working like a boss. You also have sunlight mode. However, for sunlight mode to work or to enable it, you do need to disable automatic brightness, and of course, as the name suggests, you should use sunlight mode when you are outside. You also have reading mode, and you also have color scheme, so you can change your color scheme to auto, saturated, or standard. If you choose auto, you can also change the color temperature to default, warm, cool, or custom, whatever you feel like using. All these options are working absolutely fine. Next up, we have dark mode 2.0 in the building. Works absolutely fine. And those of you who do not want your super live wallpapers to go dark when you enable dark mode, make sure you disable this toggle, and that should fix the super live wallpapers being in dark mode. You can of course schedule your dark mode as well, and then you also have the option of third-party applications for individual apps to follow dark mode or not, and you can also enable or disable this adjust contrast automatically toggle. All these options are working absolutely fine. With respect to system font, the default font is Roboto font, and yes, you do get the new control center, but in the same settings you also have the option to hide the notch. You can choose between three different implementations of the notch. You can also control the notch in individual applications. Then you have status bar style, so you can have either two rows, dual status bar, or one row. And as you can see, we do have two rows selected right now, working absolutely fine, looks pretty cool. Next up, you have a toggle to enable or disable the new control center. So once you enable it, swipe from the right, you will have your control center. Swipe from the left, you will have your notifications. If you enable this toggle which says switch control center side, if you swipe from the left, you will have the control center. Swipe from the right, you will have your notifications. And as you can see, you do have background blur as well when you access the control center. And while we are in control center, bam, here it is. You can see that the icons in your control center are animated. And similarly, if I go to the home screen, bam, there it is. You can see that the settings icon is animated, the gallery icon is also animated, and the same thing applies for the weather icon as well. So all your icons are animated in this build. Next up, we have sound and vibration. Now in sound and vibration, you do have multiple options. However, two new options I see over here. First is sound assistant, and this option might be broken. The second one is profile video for incoming calls. So using this option, you can set up videos for incoming calls, and then you can also configure your tones for the different options which you see over here. If you go into sound effects, you can configure your sound as per your headphone type. Next up, we have home screen. As I mentioned earlier, we are not using Poop Launcher, we are using MIUI 12 Launcher, which means you can customize your -1 screen to say Google Discover, App Vault, or none, whatever you want to use. And then you also have options of configuring your icon size, global icon animations, if you want to see the memory status in your recents. So you do have all these options, and here it is. You can see on the top right, my memory status is available. The next option we have is wallpaper. So once you go into wallpaper, this is the UI you are going to get, and you do have a few static wallpapers baked in, but the ones which we are interested in are the super live wallpapers. And yes, as you can see, you have the Earth super live wallpaper, and you also have the Mars super live wallpaper. For the Earth super live wallpaper, you can choose between three different locations, and similarly, let us check out the Mars super live wallpaper. And for the Mars one, you can choose between five different locations. The Saturn one is missing in this build. However, I think you should be able to install the APK which is linked in the pinned comment to get the Saturn Super Live wallpaper as well. Then we have themes. So if you go into themes, you do have 4 themes baked in. However, you do have the option of importing themes, so it should be interesting to see whether third-party MIUI 12 themes are working on this build or not. As for password and security, I already told you about face unlock. Then we have privacy protection. So herein you have your stats. Tap on all the applications, and this is your notification log. You can see what all apps requested what all permissions. Then you also have permission notification. So if you will receive an alert in your status bar when apps access your location, record audio, or take photographs. If you tap on manage, you can configure your sensitive actions along with location info, special permissions. Virtual ID, of course, has been enabled by default. Next up, we have battery and performance. So you do have battery saver along with ultra battery saver baked in. Go into battery usage stats. These are the statistics you can see. You can change between two different views when it comes to the graphical representation. And yes, this is the new UI from MIUI 12. Next up, we have additional settings. In that, the first option is languages and input, and here are the different languages which are supported by this build, because I do get a lot of questions if a specific language is supported or not. So you can feel free to slow it down and check whether your language is supported or not. The current keyboard, of course, is Gboard, and we can now go back, go into full screen display, and yes, you do have the option of hiding the full screen indicator, and there it is. You can see that I just disabled that option. Let us enable it, and bam, there it is. The full screen indicator from the bottom is now hidden. You of course have the option of accessing your Google Assistant if you swipe from the sides. And yes, you can switch between the various applications and it does work fine. It is a bit jittery at times, but something is better than nothing. Going back into additional settings, you will see that in button shortcuts you have the option for 3-finger screenshot, which works absolutely fine. However, you do not have the option of partial screenshot, and in developer options also you do not have the option of displaying FPS info on your screen. Moving over to screen time, you do get Xiaomi's implementation of screen time along with focus mode. Moving over to special features, you do have HNROM tools. Now, some of the options here are not working. So let us say the first one, hide icon no sim. It is enabled right now, but as you can see, I still have the option or the notification for no sim in my status bar. I did reboot my device multiple times. The same applies for list animation and list interpolation as well. Clock size option is working absolutely fine. As you can see, the clock size on the status bar is pretty small right now, and that is because I did make it small by using this slider over here. Then you have Game Turbo, Video Toolbox. We already talked about floating window. You also have second space and light mode working absolutely fine. We can have a look at Video Toolbox. So once you enable it, bam, you can access it by swiping from either the left or the right of your screen. And as you can see on the left of my screen, I do have this small bar. So this is wherein you need to swipe, and once you swipe from there, you should have different options. All these applications which you see here will open up in a floating window if you try to access them from Video Toolbox. And of course, you can change the style of your display. So you have original, outdoor, cinema, black and white, and retro. And as you can see, none of those options are working on this build. And you also have audio with screen off. So this feature you can use for playing YouTube videos with the screen turned off. Now moving over to the applications which come baked in. So yes, you do have the new weather app which is baked in, and it works absolutely fine. Moving over to the gallery application, again you still have the new gallery app. If you go into the memories tab, you have the option of a full-fledged video editor, and you also have the new filters baked in along with secure share. So if you go into settings and select secure sharing, you can share your videos and pictures without sharing the location info and the metadata by default. Make sure you enable those toggles. The files application is also the new one. The calendar application is also the new one with the new card UI. Bam, here it is, new card UI in the building. Moving over to the security application, this is also the new one with the new animation now. An interesting thing I found here is that you cannot see the permissions of the security app. So I go into app info, you will see that the permissions option is missing. But if I do the same thing for the file manager application, bam, here it is. I have the access or the permissions option is visible. It is not visible for the security application. Similarly, we can try out the Play Store, and as you can see, I do not have the option for permissions for Play Store either, so I'm not sure what is going on over here. And while we're talking about security, if you open the cleaner application and go into settings, this is still the old one which is using the definitions from Clean Master. Next up, we can talk about the camera application. So you do get the new camera app, and in this one, if you go into settings and go into customize, you should be able to change the colors, and you can also change your camera mode. Do you want the more tab or the more panel? Similarly, you can also customize your feature layout. The options which are missing over here in this specific camera application are clone mode is not there, vlog mode is not there. These options are not present in this camera build. And you can also open Magisk Manager. As you can see, my device is not rooted. I have just installed Magisk Manager to check for safety net, and we can run a check right now. There it is. You can see that safety net is passing, which means your banking apps should work without any issues. So what is the final take on this build? Well, in my opinion, this build is any day better than the crappy build of MIUI 12.0.0.3, which was rolled out to the POCO F1 beta testers, because this build by HN ROMs has much more features as compared to that build. So all in all, a pretty good build, and as I mentioned earlier, there are no jitters, no lags, nothing like that. Everything works absolutely fine. And there it is, peeps. That was our first look at HN ROM MIUI 12 version 12.0.1.0 stable running on the Xiaomi POCO F1. And that will do it for this video. Hope my video helped you. Likes, shares and subscribes are appreciated. Feedback and comment more than welcome. See you when I see you.